Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and over the course of Steam's obligatory Christmas sale, I came across this game, and it was on sale for $1. So I figure, even if it's not amazing, well, I got the game for $1, so it can't be all that bad. Now, there was a little cutscene that I ended up missing because it's one of those games that gives you a cutscene before you get to the menu. Computer viruses, they're bad. Do something about it. And that's what we're going to do, I guess.
Granted.
I don't know anything about this game other than the fact that it just looked really cool. 3-stage thermonuclear warhead. That's great. Go me. Oh wait, this is this a controller? What the heck? Then why did it show a left and right stick? Okay, that's a super bad start. I don't know if that's the game's fault or mine. Very little camera control, but it kind of just pivots wherever my cursor is aimed at the moment. I don't mind twin-stick shooters, but like, it didn't even give me an option for a controller in the options. And now it's like it was giving me instructions in the twin-stick shooter rather than Lost Mouse, so I'm just like a little disoriented. Ultra? What? Weapons type. Okay. I have no idea what any of that was about. I dig the aesthetics and the techno theming, but I am not getting much in the way of feedback. It's difficult to explain when a game just isn't giving you information that you need.
Accessing Icarus missile launch system.
Okay, because it's hard to tell if it's like, am I doing it right? Did I get an opportunity to upgrade, or what even was that? I'm pretty sure this game was like a roguelike, a shooter roguelike. Energy map, okay. But I just genuinely don't really know what's going on, at all. New version? What? Is that like a level up? This kind of reminds me of the hacking segments in the Shadowrun Returns trilogy.
Access denied.
What? Okay, quick time events. There's quick time events. Internal fatal error. No more XP, more energy to drop, player energy, full recovery. 3 additional Bitcoin, 3 additionals Bitcoin. Great grammar. This, I guess. Alpha plus, single shot. Ultra short, ultra fast. No mod. I guess? Okay, that gives me a little more something, I guess. See, the thing that I'm having an issue with is the overall gameplay loop is very fun. But there is no feedback on what's going on. I don't understand the menus. Everything is very cryptic. And, additionals Bitcoin. I mean, what else more is there to say? I dig the really fast-paced action. I don't understand a lot of the decisions in the game.
Initializing Icarus missile launch process.
What? I don't feel like I should be this confused. Average, fast. Short, average, ultra short, ultra fast. Then let's do that. That sounds like it would give me a bit more range. There we go, that's still pretty fast. I like that. Yeah, so I can reach a pretty good distance. New version. Ah, yeah. Oh. So is that like a trap or something? Because one of the upgrades mentioned something about traps, so I'm assuming that's something I'm going to be facing at some point. I think that's probably a fair guess. Oh, jeez. So their bullets have infinity range, mine don't. I'm guessing those are the traps, those bomb things that seem to leave behind.
Threat eliminated.
Okay. Select player.
Access granted.
Okay, so he just, what, starts off a little bit faster, I guess? Okay, I look a little bit cooler. Back to my pea shooter. Bottleneck him at the door, I guess. Use my old Diablo strategies. Whoop, that's great. Another reason I don't like the keyboard setup,
Missile launch system.
because I can click outside the window. So that's great. Just love how that feels. So these are like new weapon stations. Just a bit faster. Okay. I have no idea what happened there, or... See, that's entirely the problem. I get that this is supposed to be like a techno-punk kind of experience, and don't get me wrong, I am all for that. Just... I have zero feedback, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing, or if I'm doing it well. You see, what's happening should be conveying all the information a player needs, just in its base design. Damage plus plus plus. You can reveal enemies have less energy. No more XP. Enemies drop more. Have a chance to evade attack. Have a chance to evade attack, I guess. That's really getting old. Hang on one sec. Like, I like the moment-to-moment gameplay. I do. Like, I'm digging it. And I can put my head around the idea of, okay, we're a hacker doing the uber elite hacksaw thing. And that's really cool. I like that. But the upgrade system doesn't explain itself well. Quintuple shot. And this is just really unpleasant to look at. Oh, and enemies can just shoot me while I'm on menus. That's even better. Don't get me wrong, spread shot is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Was it necessary to allow the enemy to have free shots on me in the downtime? I don't know. I'm not getting... the feedback I'm getting is not helpful, and in some cases a little contradictory. And you don't want to do that. When you're designing your game, all information should be conveyed to the player as logically as possible. And while there's always going to be certain levels of ambiguity, like if you're playing a platformer and you come across water, there's like a 50% chance that water is just a death pit and a 50% chance that your character can actually swim. And sometimes you're going to have to figure things out via the scientific method. I mean, I get that. That's game design. But at the same time, like, there's actually, like, literal books written about this topic. And the gameplay should logically convey the game designer's intent. Like, I didn't even know what that was. All I know is right now is like red bad. Red bad, avoid red. And if that's literally all I have to go on, that's not amazing. I'm learning certain things, like those like saucer guys with the spider legs, like that one there. Those guys are going to be a problem because they're dangerous. They can shoot like really far distances. And they have like that weird spread fire, which makes them dangerous. And I'm like, okay, I'll need to watch out for that. But then like all the enemies kind of blend together because they're just black and red polygonal shapes. I don't mind the minimalist approach because, again, like I said, this kind of reminds me of the hacking minigames in Shadowrun, which I actually really enjoyed. It feels unpolished, might be the word for it.
Authorization signal port complete.
So what's this then? New version. I guess that means I've unlocked something, so I think that's how I got this Xbox-looking thing. So I'm guessing this is a boss fight? I also wish I had more control of the camera. Okay, red is bad, so I don't think I want to mess with that if I can. Should I go past them? I guess. Back door opener. Average / fast. Max energy increase, 5% per player level, XP magnet, more time to counter hack. I guess max energy would be most important. I'm dying pretty fast. V17. Max energy increase, no energy drops, no energy, more XP, cure 4 energy. Okay. I really wish you wouldn't do that. I think it's something to turn that off in the options, though. Alright, now I have like 10 health. That's great. So, this is now going to be a boss fight. Okay, fires, and it's a mook maker, and I'm assuming I don't want to run into me. Like, I don't mind if a game wants to obfuscate its story. The problem is it seems to be doing that with its gameplay, and that's really not okay. Great! Force damage, even better. If you approach that at a bad angle, that's unavoidable, but you are gonna get hit. Like that. There's just no way you go except damage. Ah, it does have a boss health bar. I just noticed that. There in the top right. Because my shot is so short, I have to be within range for him to damage me. And then you have stuff like that. That's great. I love that he can do that. See, I'd rather deal with stuff like this, because, like, I've played Toho. Like, I get it. Bullet patterns are just a thing that you adapt with. But the fact that he just has that 4-way super laser and you can swing it around like a sword, that just means if I can hurt him, he just gets to, like, free hits on me. I don't like that. Looks like there's limits to how much you can move it, but yeah, see it right there. He just swiped it over me. There was literally nothing you can do. Forced damage is not good game design, roguelike or no. I guess it's a good thing I only spent $1 on this. Like, most of the hits I've taken were not avoidable. Like, I did not have the option to dodge them. Some of them I did. Some of them I could have with better skill. Just, like, not taking the hit in the first place, and it just would have been better. But yeah, no, he just swiped me again. Just, whoop, rakes me over the coals. That's it. I'm just gonna say it. This is kind of bad. Let me go back to the main menu. Maybe I can do something here. For starters, great. Just change my resolution without asking. Thanks, game. I love that. That's, as in, like, never ever do that again. Okay, turn the screen shake and glitch off. Oh my god, that is off. It just randomly changes my settings. That's, I'm not a fan of that. Oh, now Gamepad decides to show up. That's great. Thanks, game. And it changed my resolution again. I'm just gonna say it. This feels very amateurish.
Access granted.
I'm gonna give this one more go. Mostly out of curiosity. Missiles? I guess it's missiles. Okay, extra buttons do literally nothing. Really is this twin stick then. I hope these do a lot of damage. Like, I hope these, like, kill things in one hit. Maybe I'll do better with a controller. Just the options menu requires a little debugging. Here's the thing, I don't like bagging on indie games. I don't. My channel is all about obscure and indie games. And I want to build them up as much as possible because I think indie games are a wonderful thing. And the fact that they give us so many different options and so many more interesting themes than AAA games are usually willing to risk.
Nucleus missile launch system.
Why are you asking? I guess I want the laser beam? So it doesn't appear to show up, so I mean, whatever, I guess. But as I was saying, I don't like bagging on indie games. Just absolutely do not. But stuff like the options menu randomly changing my screen resolution is kind of one of those things that should have been caught in early beta. Not something the game shipped with. That's like Sonic Team levels of oversight. Okay, I like that the cubes kind of have some physics behind them and they like fly up into the air sometimes, but like the fact that I have to wait for that, not a fan. Breaks up the pacing. It does feel a bit better using the twin sticks. I feel like I have a little more finesse and control of the situation. Long and slow. Enemies have less energy, more speed when players damaged. Max energy, but no energy drops. Guess enemies are weaker. Missile, single shot, long, slow. Slow ratio D+. It doesn't seem like I can change weapons or anything, so I don't know. I guess those are just options that I'll have available. I wish I, whoa. I don't know, it feels like the camera might be a little bit too close. Or maybe at an odd tilt. I don't feel like I'm seeing very much at any one time. Maybe that's just me getting used to it again, because like it has been a while since I've done a twin-stick shooter. I think the last one I played was Assault Android Cactus. Don't get me wrong, I love that. I love Assault Android Cactus. The game's just amazing. I have such a blast playing it. I actually got cog addicted to it too. Okay. I mentioned there are secrets and stuff. I bet if I, like, scan the walls a bit more. Those missiles must do a lot more damage. I remember those red guys actually being a lot harder before. I don't know, maybe I'll actually do pretty well this time. It does feel better using the mouse. Rather not using the mouse, using my controller. And, a stronger weapon does help against those stronger enemies, so, I mean, there's definitely a sense of progression. Considering this is Snek Tries, which is why I didn't just give up after the first time I died. Come on. What's with the firing? Come on. Okay. That was a little awkward, but at least only having to hit him twice isn't nearly as bad. Okay, it's also a little frustrating that the enemies just kind of pop out of the floor. Like, if there was some kind of, like, marker or, like, monster generator spot, I'd be more okay with that, but that guy literally came out of the floor and got a free shot in on me. Max. What's, like, that didn't max my life out, so what does energy max mean? Map doesn't show everything. You do have to... Yeah, I see those little red spots, like, most of the time. But, like, not all the time. That is becoming a problem.
Signal port complete.
And I'll get to there in a second, but I saw something over here. Double shot. I'll take that. Full energy recovery. Max energy increase. Counter hanging traps don't hurt you. 3 additionals. Bitcoin. Double shot. Let's try this. Is there a way to swap what weapon you have? Or do I have to go to those stations? I mean, don't get me wrong, double missiles is pretty sweet, but... Okay, here goes again. If I clear this, I get to the boss stage with more health than last time. Luck holds out. Once again, it just spawns in on top of me. Like, it's getting better, I will say. but I'm going to be honest. I'm genuinely surprised they were okay with releasing this in the state that it's in. And, like, maybe it gets better later on, but, like, I don't... Free hit? I do not like... Ah, so much for traps don't do damage. Modules? Those must be things that I've unlocked.
Access granted.
Okay, let me stop and collect my thoughts for just a moment, because I like the moment-to-moment shooter gameplay. I think it's actually really good. I like that it's kept very fast-paced, but there's a lot of things that run counter to that fast pace. Some of them are technical and some of them are design in nature. I do not like that the settings menu is essentially bugged. If you're trying to play on anything other than full screen, you're going to have it changing your resolution for no reason, and absolutely infuriating to navigate. When I first went to the options menu, it wouldn't even toggle to controller, so I thought literally the only option was WASD mouse. And then when I got into the gameplay, it tried to give me instructions using twin-stick controls. And the levels, maybe they get more varied if you clear the first boss, and like each section would have its own theme. But the fact that the levels all look the same regardless, with no variant whatsoever, not wild about that. And speaking of the overall design, the enemies just popping out of the floor with little red, like, bits as indicator, please change that. Like, if there's, make a marker on the floor that indicates, hey, enemies can spawn from here and will continue to spawn from here until you destroy a certain number. Or have them come out of the walls where you can't, like, be standing at any given time. The fact that they could do that, and even do that after I've already gone over the space more than once, felt really cheap and unfair. The boss also had certain patterns that you just could not escape from, and you were just guaranteed to take damage. If it did that laser thing, because I had to be in close range to hit it, because my shots don't go that far. So if I was in range to hit it, it could just put out the beam, sweep it, and just get free hits in on me. And that felt really cheap and unfair, because I wasn't taking that damage because of a lack of skill. I was dodging a lot of its bullets, and some of them did hit me, and I'll own that. But that sweep laser in particular felt like it was just forced damage to create an artificial difficulty wall. I'll be honest, this game has a lot of promise, but it feels like it was either rushed or just very amateurish. I'm not saying that they shouldn't improve on the game. They should. And that they should continue to improve and enhance upon the design that they have a foundation for, because clearly a lot of work was put into this. It looks good, and once I got the controller working, it plays pretty consistently well, and if you tweaked only a couple minor things, you could have a really great product on your hands. And the problem that I feel is it feels like something Sonic Team would make. And by that I mean, generally the presentation is good. I'm digging the soundtrack. It has that techno-punk thing going, and I'm totally down for that. And I liked the overall motif and gimmick that we're in a computer, and that we're a computer program hacking the database, and that's really interesting. It's a really fun spin on this idea of hacking. But it feels like a lot of very obvious mistakes were ignored, both technically and from a design standpoint, like I said. So, yeah, I can't complain too much. I got the game for $1, like I said. But I expected more and better, given the presentation on the Steam page. And the fact that I had to go through so many headaches and hurdles just to get to, like, an okay, I can manage kind of mentality. And the fact that the player gets such little information and feedback at any given time made the entire experience way more frustrating than it rightfully should have been. So if the game dev sees this video, I'm not making fun. I'm not hating just to hate. I'm saying you have a good idea here, And then I think if you took the time and refined it a little bit more, you would have something even better. And I think you could really build upon what you have here, because I think what you have here is a really good idea. This is the Hipster Snek with another Snek Tries. And if you guys are curious, I will have the link to the game in the description. You guys can try it for yourselves. And I don't know, maybe I just suck at the game. You guys tell me in the comments. This is the Hipster Snek signing off for now.